YouTube. How are you doing? So today I'm going to show you how to play left-handed on a right-handed guitar, or right-handed on a lefty guitar, but you know, usually all guitars are right-handed. Anyways, I'm going to show you some basic chords, how to approach strumming, which is a bit different, but it's not too important. Then I'm gonna, show you some solo stuff, how you can do some solo thing, and then how you approach the bar chords, the power chords, and I'm going to demonstrate with a few songs at the end. Alright, so stick around for that. You don't want to miss that, Anyways, so let's start with some basic chords. So either you have played guitar before or you haven't. Anyways, I'm going to teach you how to grab these chords. So the essential thing in starting playing left-handed on a right-handed guitar is just do it a lot. Well, that's the second thing, but the first thing is mirroring. So you gotta kind of mirror in your head like what it should be, So for example, like a C, this is how you would play it when you play on a lefty, or this is how you play a C in general. But of course, it doesn't sound anything like a C, So you gotta mirror every note, So this is the B string, right? It is the second string closest to the E string, so it is exactly the same but mirrored. You see, like it's gonna be here, right next to the other E, the lower E. So, for example, you want a C chord. Let's start with this one. So there's your C. That's actually a C. Then the next one is just one next to it, right? So that you're gonna mirror as well. So you get these first two. Instead of this, you get this. All right? And then the last one is here on the A string, but it's gonna be exactly there. See what I mean? So this is just the logic. Like I could also leave you guys here with just practicing yourself, but I'm still gonna show you the chords. But like, this is how I learned it, just like, the chords when you're a lefty, and now just mirror them. And it takes some time at the beginning, but you can just practice that, and do it a lot. So, if you want to C, for example, so you can play it like that, so we do like this. So the third one on the A, second fret on the D string, and then first fret on the B string, and then the rest is just open. Alright, so this is a C chord. Then we go to a D chord, so a D is this one, right? Well, same principle. Actually, this one is quite, this is like a triangle pyramid shape. That's how I always see it. This is exactly, it starts here, right? Now it just starts here. It's just mirrored. So you just play it like this. Like C, play it like this. So second one on the E string, third one on the B string, and second one on the G string. So this is a D, and then you don't play the E usually. Or you can grab well, I usually don't do that. I just keep it like this. D. So this is a D, C, D. Keep practicing, keep repeating. So we got, one of the two most famous chords in the universe. So let's see. Just as a practice, D minor, for example. So a D minor usually is like this, right? Just like this one is just a half lower because it's a minor chord, but it doesn't sound bad. But anyways, so this is the same principle, and this is actually easier because when you're playing a D on a lefty guitar, you have to switch your fingers, right? Unless you play it differently than I do. But here you just do this. Easy. You see? D minor. So first fret E string, third one B string, and second one on the G string, and the rest, So that's kind of to get into the logic. Anyways, let's go to the G chord. So G chord, you know, is like this, right? But it doesn't sound like G chord. So we gotta mirror again, but this time it is just this one. So you see, usually you play this. You can also play it like this. Now it's gonna be like this. Doof. Wait, now I'm getting confused as well. We usually play it like this. It looks a bit messed up, but it works. So, and then you can also do it like this. So, pinky on the 3rd fret of the lower E string. Then you know, the the ring finger. We call it in Dutch the ring finger. You put it on the 3rd one on the high E string, and your middle finger just goes on the 2nd fret of the A string. So there you get the G string, right? Oh, the G chord. I'm sorry about that. So this is the G chord on a right-handed guitar. So can we repeat again? We can actually play Brown Eyed Girl, for example. So you see the G, C mirrored, all right? Do you get the gist? Do you get the gist of this? Anyways, you know, feel free to pause video at any time and you know, practice it right, because it takes some time. You know, you're basically learning new chords. You know, they're mirrored, but they're completely new. Like, anyways, so you learned C, D, D minor, and the G. Now let's go to the A chord, A major. So A major is usually like this, right? Or you could play it with a, you know, with the index finger flat, or like this. Well, this one is easy. It's just, you just go, everything goes one above, you know? So you get A. And here again, we get an advantage, just like with the D, remember? D, D minor, here as well. So it's just, you know, you just go with your index finger one lower, which is quite convenient. And yeah, so because usually you would have to switch, you know, for the A minor. Anyway, so those are some chords: A minor, A. Practice it over and over again. Now, let's see. Now we get the, you know, let's just finish these basic chords of the guitar, so you can, you know, if you know these, you can basically play most of the pop songs there are in the world. So, so we've had C, D, D minor, G, A, A minor. Now let's go to the E chord, classic chord, most classic chord of the guitar ever. So normally you play it like this, right? So in this case, you see these two are on the 2nd fret. You mirror them. They go on the A and the D string, and then you finish it with the 1st fret on the G string. So it's like this, you see? And in this case also quite easy. If you want an E minor, you just release your index finger and you get a E minor, right? So so yeah, E, E minor, you know, E minor, C, G, D, you know, the common chords in minor pop songs. Pop songs that are in minor. I don't mean minor pop songs. Anyways, so yeah, let's see, is there another chord? Yes, we could do the F chord, for example, to finish it. So F you normally play like this, right? Like this. But that is not an F chord. So you gotta switch it around again. You see these two are gonna go here. Then you put the 2nd fret of the G string there. And then you finish it with the F here. So you see that? It might be a bit difficult in the beginning, since, you know, F chord in the beginning for beginners is always hard. I'm still a beginner as well, by the way. But I when I started playing guitar, I noticed the F was difficult just to get your finger flat like that. So F. And then for an F minor, what are we gonna do? Normally you do it like this, right? You release your middle finger on the second fret and you bar these three. So now these three are gonna go on top here. You see that? So we got the first part of the F chord, and then you can finish it with this one, or even this one. So now that we did some basic chords, I might go into some complex chords later. But now it's time to talk about the strumming. So here again, key word is mirroring, you know. So for example, if you're strumming on a right-handed guitar, you're just doing this, right? You're usually going down. You're doing like downstrokes, like let's do that. You know, let's say for something like a Harvest Moon type of song. So you're going down, and you know, you kind of guess it in your head already, but we're going the other way, which can be confusing, and usually I don't spend too much time on getting it perfect, because usually, you know, when you play on right-handed guitars, it's usually at other people's houses. Like I have this one as a spare just when people are around, because all my guitars are lefties, so usually you're not gonna, you know, get it perfect, and that's also not the aim, I think, in my opinion. But anyways, so for example, if we're doing the C again, so grab your C chord, and we're gonna strum, and then we're not gonna strum like this, because then you hear the, which can be nice. Like actually, I don't care too much about it because it gives a different sound as well. But so other way around, we're just gonna go like. You see? So we're starting off with. We're going from the low string to above, right? Or as you see, it doesn't sound that good. So that's why I usually just I don't care too much about it. But anyways, if you want to practice that, just mirror it, and you know, every downstroke should be an upstroke and vice versa. So now let's take a look at how to solo, how to do basic solos. Well, usually I'm not really a good soloer on a lefty as well, so I'm just gonna, you know, show you the minor pentatonic. Anyways, it starts off, let's do the A minor pentatonic. It starts off on the 5th fret of the E string, right? And then you go 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? So 5, 8. Then A string 5, 7. D string 5, 7. G string 5, 7. And then we get, you know, the confusing thing. We're already the 8th fret on the B string. So 5, 8 on the B string and 5, 8 on the E string as well. And you know, this is the most confusing part, since you're doing, you know, you're going up like that, but now you're actually going down when you go up. You know, because mirror, it's all reversed. So anyways, so just a short demonstration, you go like, you know. Alright, that was, you know, the best solo in the world. But anyways, this is how you should approach it, and this is all practice, you know. But this is probably harder than the chords, because these are just, you know, these are laying still. and you just have to focus on the strumming maybe, but this is like completely different. Like every note you play, you will hear. So you gotta get that right. But it's pretty cool. Like it is a different approach, and you can come up with different kind of stuff. So I recommend, you know, horsing around on this soloing, and just try the B minor pentatonic or the G pentatonic. You know, just try them all out, and you'll see it can be quite funny and interesting. Now, when I was doing the F chord earlier, we saw it. We already grabbed the bar. So let's talk about the bar chords, bar A. So yeah, just like on when you're playing on a lefty, it is the same, right? So I mean, you hold like your index finger like this, or that for G, and it is the same on in this case. So you hold your index finger. The only other thing is that your fingers are gonna be differently placed, but your index finger is gonna remain on the same place. So, for example, the G bar chord. So, we talked earlier about the E, right? So E is mirrored like this, and then we keep the same pattern since G bar chord is like an E and you're barring like the 3rd fret, so it's same pattern, right? So you see this. That's how you should do a bar chord. And so G minor, you release it. So do you see? So bar the 3rd one, and then grab like yeah, like 2nd fret on the A and the D, and then 1st fret on the G, and B and E are just the same. So right. So like that, and then same goes for minor chords, minor bar chords. So if you're doing a C minor, for example, so we saw the A minor is not here, but it's here, right? It's all mirrored. It's exactly mirrored. So A minor is like that, and then we go 3 places up, and this is already the C minor chord, but then you're gonna bar the 3rd fret. So you see, so barring 3rd one, and then your pinky on the D string on the 2nd, well on the 5th fret, your ring finger, I forget the name, it's called a ring finger in Dutch, marital finger, I don't know, on the 5th fret of the G string, and then on the 1st fret of the B, you got your middle finger, and then the index is barring. So that's how you should approach the bar chords, and just try them all out, and see where you're going. Now, slightly easier are the power chords, which usually you do it like this, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Doesn't sound too well like this. So again, mirror is the key. So you start, instead of 1st fret on the E and the 3rd fret of the B. I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused today, I've never actually explained this. So you're gonna mirror it again. So this one goes there, and this one goes there. Huh. So you get the... And this one is kind of hard because it's hard to like damp them, like palm mute the rest. But anyways, that's how you can still do like power chords. And let's say you do it like a bluesy thing, instead of going like, it is all mirrored, and this is your 5th, and you can go to your 6, 7. So that's how it's kind of hard. You can better do it with your index, middle, and then the pinky. As you see, it doesn't sound good, but anyways, those are the power chords. Also mirror them, and you'll get there. Alright, going back on what I said earlier, let's look at some more complex chords, more complex They're just extensions from what we know. So for example, you get the C, right? If you want a C major 7, you just release this one. C major 7. If you want a C7, it's just going to be like this, right? So you have your C chord, and then you're going to put your pinky on where you actually usually have your marital finger, and you're going to place your marital finger, is it called the marital? I don't know, on the G string. So you get the C7, right? You can put these anywhere. You know, the Beatles also put them everywhere. So C7, C major 7. Clear? Then, if we go to the D again, this is actually my favorite chord. If you want a D major 7, you just hold your thumb like this, or you do it like this, of course. So just, you know, these three, the highest three strings should be on the 2nd fret. So that's a major 7. If you want to go to the D7, minor 7, you get this. You know, usually you play it here. Now you play it here. I don't know how to explain it else. It's just mirrored, you know. Everything's mirrored. Your whole world is mirrored. For example, let's go to the A, for example. We had the A, right? A major 7. Okay, so you gotta move your middle finger one up, and then place your index finger on the 1st fret of the G string. A7, A major 7, and then A7 is just releasing it completely. You can even turn it around if you want that one. So A7. Let's see, the fun thing, you usually never play an E major 7 chord in this way, but you can do it on a left when you're playing like on a righty as a lefty. So this was the E, right? If you want a major 7, you just do this. You put your middle finger on the D string, on the 1st fret of the D string. You see? If you want an E7, you just release it. But these are some of the perks, you know, because usually you don't really do it like that. You either would play an E major 7 like this. Well, you can play it like this, but I haven't seen it that much. Anyways, you can just slide it down, you know. Whoop. E normal 7, E major 7, E boring 7, E boring chord, E major 7. All right, I'm blathering on, but anyways, and also for the F. So we had the F was this, right? If you want the major 7, you just release this part. You know, you get the staircase, like that, and you leave the E1 open. And same thing when you're playing major 7 chords in general. You could play a chord like that, like this, but now you can play it like this. You see? Mr. Sandman. You know, you get the drill. So, like this. So, do we got any more special chords? So, those are for the major 7 and the 7s. For example, the A minor 7. A minor is this. You just release it. Release your middle finger on a G string, and you get the A minor 7. Same goes for the E minor. If you want the E minor 7, you can just do this. You can just release this one. If you want the E minor 7 in another way, you can do it like this. Right? Alright, so those are some of the special chords. Now let's go to some demonstrations. listen. Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman. Alright, so far I've tried to, you know, show you some tips and tricks to get started with your, you know, left hand on a right-handed guitar. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to, you know, subscribe to this channel. I have more lessons, and I also do covers, and you know, the whole channel is just one, you know, big bunch of fun and music. So anyways, yeah, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you know, like this video with all of your heart. Comment on you know, what I should do next. Comment your ideas, your you know, your remarks, and let me know if you like this video and if it was helpful for you. And if you are a lefty and ever record, you know, something like this, and it is all thanks to me, be sure to send me, you know, a DM or whatever, because that would be awesome. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll check you later.